Okay, guys, here's part 5. What if Goku was abandoned and betrayed? So, what happens now is Goku looks upwards and says out loud, "King Kai, you are my first target." And as soon as he says this, he then tells Shenron, transport me to King Kai's planet. I have a score to settle. To which Shenron eagerly responds, "No problem, boss. Do you want it to be only you who leaves, or do you want to go with everyone else?" And Goku says, "I prefer this one to be a solo mission. I have a personal debt to repay this Kai. So, just teleport me towards King Kai's planet." To which Shenron replies, "Yes, boss, it is done." And as soon as Shenron says this, Goku finds himself on a planetoid body that's very small. And he realizes that the gravity here is 10 times stronger than any other planet he has been on. And he says, "This reminds me of planet Vegeta. This gravity is around 10 times stronger than what we face on planet Earth." But anyway, where is King Kai? So now, hopping around this planet, we see a grasshopper and a monkey named Bubbles just playing around eagerly. To which Goku looks at them and grabs them and says, "You two, point me to King Kai, or this will be the last you ever see." And in fear, they point him to King Kai's house. King Kai was in his house, just relaxing, until he sensed the giant powers that had just teleported himself onto his planet. And he is now scared because he can sense the bloodlust and rage that is in this person. So then, every step Goku takes is felt throughout the whole planet. And King Kai can hear as the steps became louder and more powerful as Goku inched closer and closer towards his house. And as Goku opens the door, he sees King Kai with a teapot ready to make some tea. So Goku says, "So you are the famous King Kai who prevented my success against a lot of foes, but mainly the Saiyans. Wasn't it you guys who teleported Vegeta and Nappa away from my hand?" And King Kai is forced silent as he is in immense fear from the power emanating from Goku. Then Goku speaks up again. "If that's so, and you refuse to answer me, I'll just simply kidnap you and torture you until your comrades come and save you." And as soon as this happens, King Kai tries fighting back at Goku. Well, Goku says, "I have no need to fight against you. You are what I would call weak. Even though I hate that word. You are in a whole different level compared to me. I am much more powerful than anything you can ever hope to be." As Goku then takes King Kai and flies off King Kai's planet, he then says, "Oh yeah, and one final thank you for interrupting my plans," as Goku destroys the planet of King Kai in one blast, killing Bubbles the monkey and his grasshopper friend. Now Goku then flies over Snake Way, and he looks around and says, "This is a very long path. What would be underneath there?" And King Kai utters, "It's a place for wicked people like you. It's hell." And Goku then gets intrigued by this proposal. Does that mean I can find dead, evil people down there? And a smile creeps along Goku's face as he flies down into hell. He now looks around and he sees different villains of different eras. He sees that there are a lot of people here, but none of them have notable powers, until he stumbled upon the Saiyan section. As he looks upon all the Saiyans that rejected him for being weak, and he looks face to face with his parents and says, "Oh, isn't it you, my parents, who abandoned me after I was born with a low power level? Look at me now. I have no need for people like you, since your rejection just made me stronger." As Bardo Kangini can see the immense power coming from Kakarot, but they still say, "No matter what you say, you are a runt in our eyes. I will never respect your power." And this makes Goku angry. His power level shoots up, and in this rage, he unlocks the Super Saiyan form. And he then says, "If that is so, don't worry. I will resurrect you in time, and you will all be my slaves." Then they speak up and say, "Prince Vegeta will never let that happen. He is on a whole other planet compared to you in power, and you'll never match up to him." As Goku then gets angry, beats up the Saiyans for a bit, then takes his leave after discovering the Super Saiyan form. He now comes across King Yama's location, a place where they judge the people who deserve to go to heaven and those who deserve to go to hell. And Goku says, "So it's you, King Yama, who allowed Gohan to go into heaven, is it not?" And Yama says, "Yes, for Gohan was a man of pure heart," which sends Goku into a vicious rage. He destroys the whole area, leaving King Yama half dead. And he then says, "So after everything he did to me, and you still decide that he is pure of heart? Well, no matter. I will destroy all these corrupt institutions and create a new universe that is truly moral in nature." As he then kills King Yama. After all this destruction, he then destroys most of Otherworld and takes his leave with King Kai back to planet Earth. Back on planet Earth, he then interrogates King Kai, and he learns some of King Kai's techniques by stealing them from him. He finds in King Kai's memories the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb, and he says, "These powers are now mine. Since you stole my kill from me by taking Prince Vegeta away, I too shall steal your power." As Goku then forcefully learns the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb from King Kai. Now, Goku can feel the powers that he has just unlocked, Super Saiyan and Kaioken, and this brings a smile on his face, and he says, "We've come here, Raditz, Paragus and Brody. We now have a new goal for you to work towards. I will teach you the Kaioken and Super Saiyan, and we will now exact our revenge on all of this universe." And now, this is where I'll be leaving off this part for now, and I hope you enjoyed. The next part should be coming out relatively soon. And yeah, so